Good afternoon, friends. This is Kristie with Kristie's Connections, and it's about time we get all this clearance event information to you. So in this video, we're going to go over items that are new to this clearance event, meaning they were not in the last clearance event. Hopefully you shouldn't have huge problems finding these items. And after I go through the items with the coupon matchups, at the end of this video, I will be doing some clearance event tips and hints, as well as answer some commonly asked questions pertaining to the clearance event. So I do ask, please, that you, particularly if you're new to clearance events, that it would definitely help you a lot to listen to that portion of the video, but I am going to put it at the end for those of you that are not new to this. Okay, now if you did not already know, the clearance event happens at Dollar General stores, and this event starts on Friday, August 4th, which is this coming Friday. It will run Saturday, and it will end on August 6th, which is Sunday. After the clearance event is over, all prices return to their pre-clearance price. Okay, not all clearance events at Dollar General include the clearance section and the POG items. This clearance event does, which is super exciting, and the clearance event section and POG items is what you're going to see in this video. Now, it also includes some seasonal and already reduced seasonal items, and that is on a separate video that I already put out. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that video out when you're done here. Okay, now I do have a paid couponing class. In that couponing class, of course, there's pre-recorded couponing, how to coupon videos, but I also do focus pretty heavy in that group, giving them special tools for the clearance event. If you have already registered and paid, it is a one-time $20 fee, then you are in that group for the existence of the group, future clearance events, etc. If you've already paid, please check your emails and your email spam folder. You should have a link in there so that you can be in that special Facebook group. All of the information that I give you, the lives will all happen in that group. There's already several tools in that group for you. So if you are a paid Casey's Couponer member, check that group. And if you are interested in joining, there's two ways to do that. One, you can go to my website, and there is a section of the website where the registration form is. Fill that out, submit your payment, and then check your email, or I will put a direct link in the comment section down below. Let's get into these matchups. Okay, friends, I'm just going to let these scroll through. Of course, the price up by the item description, that is the full pre-clearance price. And then if you see down below, there will be a 50% off price. And then the UPC for that item. Very important during a clearance event that you match the UPCs and also scan the items. So I will answer again the commonly asked questions, the ones that I get every time we have a clearance event. I'm going to answer those at the end of the video. I'm going to let these scroll. If these items have attaching coupons, the coupons will follow the visual slide. Alrighty friends, so that was what I have for you right now for the new items that will pop up during this clearance event. There's no way of telling if these items will ring correctly because they are new to this clearance event. We won't know that till Friday. So at some point I will very soon, hopefully tonight, we'll be getting you web pages started and printable lists. So be on the lookout for that over on KristiesConnections.com. Direct link is in the description box of this and every video. And as most of you know, I put out lots of videos for the clearance event. So this is one of many to come. So I will start you a playlist right here on this YouTube channel just for clearance event videos. Be on the lookout for more videos coming to you very soon. Okay, friends, now let's get into the clearance event tips and hints and the commonly asked questions part of the video. Okay, first up, do things always ring correctly? Simple answer to that is no, they don't. It's actually very common for some things not to ring correctly. So this happens every clearance event. Dollar General has gotten better with it. Years ago, it used to be that majority of the stuff did not ring correctly and the employees would manually adjust it. This does not seem to be the case nearly as much as it used to, but no, they don't always ring correctly. The pattern I've seen sometimes is that on Fridays, things are a bit messy with it, and normally by Saturday, they've kind of gotten most of it fixed, but not always. But we won't know for sure until Friday. So of course, what you're going to want to do is make sure your store location is set correctly in your app. Use your Dollar General app and scan. So that is going to be the best way that you can tell if things will ring properly at the register. Now, another option you can do if it does not scan or ring correctly is to ask nicely. Ask the employee to use their handheld scanner, and that will indicate to them whether it is a discontinued item. If it is a discontinued item, then it should be part of the clearance event. However, they do not have to price adjust for you. That is a courtesy. Some will, some won't. Some managers don't allow it, and some do. So you just got to kind of roll with it. But again, kindness goes a really long way on this one. And ultimately, at the end of the day, the register is always right. So please do not be demanding. Please do not give the employees a hard time. If something does not ring correctly and you do not want it at the price it is ringing, tell them that's okay. And please put that merchandise back where you found it on the shelf. And a fun little hint and very important little hint is to make absolutely certain that you charge your phone Thursday night into Friday. If you have any backup chargers, I would definitely charge them as well. And if you plan on hitting this clearance event pretty hard, it might be worth investing in a backup charger to use for this and future clearance events. It is an absolute pain to chase a battery all day. During a clearance event, I've done it and it's horrible. You will likely be doing lots of scanning, so just make sure that everything's charged and ready to go. Very commonly asked question is, where can I find the POG items in the store? And this is going to vary store by store, but pretty much you want to check your clearance section. Some stores will put display tables at the front of the store, and then you also want to check the regular spot in the store where that item would normally be located. There's literally thousands of items that are included in clearance events. It is absolutely impossible that they will pull all of them to the clearance section. So you want to check those 3 spots are going to be your main spots to find the clearance event items. Now, some stores will mark those items that are in the regular spots in the store with the POG tags. If you've watched my other videos about this clearance event, you'll know what I'm talking about, but they're the little orange percentage off tags. Some stores will mark them, so that will help you find them. Other stores will not put any of those orange tags out at all. This does not mean that that store is not participating in the clearance event. So keep that in mind, but it also will help you a lot if you are knowledgeable and you have the information and you know it's included. Then there's not going to be many people that know that those items are going to be an additional 50% off. So that is a huge advantage to you. Okay, it's also not uncommon at all for the Dollar General employees and even the managers to not even be aware that there's a clearance event going on. Some stores know all about it. They go all out for it. They hang signs. They pull the products. They do beautiful displays, neat and organized at the front of the store. Then there's going to be other stores that don't even know it's happening. That does not mean it's not happening at that store. This clearance event should be happening at most, if not all, stores. So just because the staff doesn't know does not mean to avoid that store. In fact, I would definitely probably head to that store, for sure. So just because they don't know doesn't mean it's not going on. You've got to check it. Okay, and even more fun is that some stores during this clearance event will be the 50% off stores, which means that things are already reduced and then there's an additional 50%, or the clearance section items are 50% off their price. Now there's also going to be stores that will be an additional 70% off. And the best way to find those stores is on Friday when you find an item that you know is scanning correctly. You want to go in your app, you want to change the store location, and then you want to check the UPC of that item. Continue doing that over and over, and hopefully you will find one that the price is coming up 70% off instead of 50% off. The 70% off stores, you can get absolutely amazing deals. Hope you guys all are able to find one. Now, this is an inventory-based type decision that Dollar General makes, which stores are 50 and which are 70. So just because a store on the last clearance event was 70 does not mean it will necessarily be during this clearance event. Just depends on the amount of clearance inventory that the store currently has. So you're going to need to check your stores. Okay, I do recommend highly that you start scoping your stores out now if you haven't already started. Now, I know I have not gotten all the information out to you yet, but what you can do if you would like is go back and watch some of my older clearance event videos. Those same items will be in this clearance event as well as the new items. So I will have them coming out to you soon. But you definitely want to go scope these stores out, because if you're going to hit this hard, it's very important to figure out which store to start at first thing Friday morning and try to grab those really hot items that everybody's going to be looking to get. Okay, and also do not forget that new digital coupons come out on Sunday. The clearance event will still be going on, so that will create hopefully some new really awesome deals for us and penny shoppers. Clearance event is also great for penny shopping because often the staff will pull out bins from the back room, and very commonly those bins have lots of penny items in them. So it can be a very fun penny shopping weekend as well. Okay, friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. This again will be one of several, so be on the lookout for more clearance event videos and also for your web pages over on kristiesconnections.com. That's all I have for you in this one, but I will talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.